The science question of the day is, how do we grow plants from seed?
Many of us get our food from the grocery store. Right now, during this pandemic, it's a little scary to go and get what we need. Sometimes shelves are empty because people are afraid that food will run out. It's important that we say thank you to the grocery store workers and the farm workers who get our food on our table and into our tummies. Other animals hunt for food or they go and look for it. A lot of people nowadays go to the grocery stores and don't know how to grow food from seed. Now is the best time to plant seeds and learn how to grow food. There is a scientific word we use when talking about growing plants from seed. That word is germination. But what does germination mean? We know that seeds can only grow into a plant if they are given what they need. The process of the growth of a seed into a plant is called germination. In order for seeds to grow, they need four things. They need more than these things, but these are the four things I want to mention. If seeds don't have sun, soil, water, and air, it's likely that they won't grow. Let's get started. I know you're already experts, but in case you forget, I want to make sure you're all able to do this without me. Hi everyone! I really miss you all and I really miss our garden classroom at AFY, but in the meantime, we have my garden as our new garden classroom. Isn't it nice? Well, this is where I'm going to teach you all lessons and say hi to you and show you some of the things that I'm growing, just like how we usually do at AFY. The first step is to decide what kind of seeds you want to plant. I decided that I want to plant sunflower seeds. Remember that we have to make sure it's the right season to plant them. Some things don't grow in San Francisco because it might be too cold or too hot for the plant. Even if we want to grow a fruit like mangoes, they might not grow because it's not the right weather for them. This is what sunflower seeds look like. We can eat sunflower seeds, but today we won't be eating them. We will be planting them.
We can also save seeds by looking for them inside or outside of a fruit. If it is a vegetable, then we have to wait until the plant's life cycle is ending. That's when it starts to produce seeds, and that's when we can collect and save them.
There are different ways of doing this. Just remember to read the back of the seed packet so you can see what the seed likes best. Some plants like to be planted in these planters, and sometimes plants just like to be directly planted in the ground. What matters is that we are patient and that we are building a connection with the plants we are interacting with. If you don't have planters, you can recycle a can. This was a grapefruit sparkling water can, and before you do this, ask an adult to take the top off and drill holes. Why do you think we have to drill holes? Plants can drown if we water them too much. It's even worse when the planter doesn't have holes because water will have nowhere to go except at the bottom. This will cause the roots to rot and the plant will die. If you don't have a can or a planter, you can also use egg cartons. After you have something to plant your seeds in, the next step is to add soil. I get bags of soil at any hardware store, plant nurseries, and even grocery stores. It's important we use the right kind. I like to use potting mix or planting soil or topsoil. It usually says on the bag. Make sure that when you're filling up your planter with soil, you fill it all the way up. You want to make sure it's fluffy and that there are air pockets. Seeds and plants need space to breathe just like we do. I'm going to make a hole in every space in the planter for the seed. It's kind of like making a bed for the seed to sleep in so it can grow. And then I'm going to get my seeds and put one in every hole that I made. After I do that, I am going to cover it up with soil. It's kind of like a blanket for the seed. I'm also a little nervous that birds will come and eat them, but we'll see. This part doesn't seem very important, but it can be easy to forget the seeds you plant. If you forget what kind of seed you planted, it will be hard to know what it needs. If we don't know what a plant needs, we won't know how to take care of it. The back of the seed packet says how long these seeds will grow into a plant, but sometimes it takes a little longer. That's why I like to add the date the seeds are planted so I can get a better idea of how long it will take when I plant these seeds again. This part is my favorite. I will water these seeds every day. And remember, try not to give them too much water. Is this how we water? Remember to use our tools safely. Next, I'm going to put them in a place where they can grow best. Sunflowers like a lot of sun. Is this a good place? What about this one? Why or why not? I don't have a greenhouse like we do at our school garden, so I just put them outside on a shelf. You can also put it outside on your porch if you have one, or just outside of your door.
One eternity later.
More like 3 weeks. So these took 3 weeks to get this big. Sometimes it'll take longer and sometimes it'll be a lot faster. Plants just do what they want to do sometimes. I know that not everyone has space to grow food in their house. Just remember that you can also grow seeds inside as long as they get enough sunlight. You can also grow plants in containers. I don't have a lot of space where I can just plant directly on the ground, but I do have containers. Don't forget to wash your hands! I'm gonna make another video showing what to do when the plants get too big for the planting.
That's all for now. See you all next time.